Hello and welcome, true art believers, to tonight's live art stream. This is Pierson. I am the #1 live art streamer, and you are watching 400 Days of Drawing. Today is day 304. It just blows my mind that that's how many days I've done this so far. I just can't get over it. Anyway, so today we're going to be doing 45-second gesture drawings. I'm going to be doing roughly 20 of them. So it's going to be about 15 minutes straight of just nothing but 45-second gesture drawings. Very quick, very easy. It's 15 seconds more than yesterday's. So hopefully I'll get a little bit more done. We don't know. I don't know. It's up in the air. We're going to see what happens when I begin. So let's start doing this. How about it? Let's do it. Let's do it. All right. Let me find a little button here before I yeah, here it is. And before I begin, I just want to send the link to the website that I'm using for these gesture drawings, and it's called Quick Poses. And it basically allows you to do a bunch of a variety of selection or a variety of poses that are timed, and there's various settings that you can use to kind of, kind of do whatever you want to. There's long poses, and then they can go all the way down to 30 seconds. So let's get it started. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. 304. Here we go. Start and oops. Okay, here we go. All right, let's see. So I'm just going to kind of move my brush around right now. Let's kind of move around. Not really not really focused on the figure at the moment. We're just kind of doing a bunch of continuous line drawings for the first few, and hopefully I'll get some action out of it, right? There's not going to be anything fantastic about this one. As a matter of fact, if nothing comes of it, that's fine too. So we're just going to kind of, there you go. You kind of started seeing the figure kind of come out of there. So here's another one. Again, just want to kind of move the pencil in a fluid type of direction, and then hopefully something will come from these actions. There's certain days that when you're drawing, you're going to be performing better than others, and so today for me, I'm not really. I'm kind of focused. I'm running on E, really. I'm running on no energy. So if I don't really perform, I'm not going to be too disappointed, and that happens a lot with me. Is like, okay, it's like there we go. That was going to turn out pretty good for a 45-second drawing. Now here we go. We're just going to kind of move the pencil around. All right, this is going to be bad. Something about line poses that always kind of throw me off. Now, if you're wondering why this is not looking like anything, that's fine. These first few, usually the first 10 or so, sometimes even up to 15 to 20, is me just kind of getting, getting acclimated, getting used to moving my pencil and getting used to seeing things. And there's times like today where you are you're not gonna you just don't you're not in the zone. You're not in this state of like drawing flow. And and that's okay, right? I like to stress this idea that it's okay to have off days, because I know after doing 300 of these days, I've had probably 80% of them have been like off days. There hasn't been like a day that's been like, wow. Or that there's only been a handful of days that just been really just I was just working at peak levels. Every mark was going according to plan or just going well, And so you don't have to worry about that whenever you're doing these gesture drawings. Your goal is to kind of just to keep working and then move around. And I already know the thing. No, okay, I'm gonna backpedal a little bit for a second. Drawing is a um, a very humbling experience, not just by comparing yourself to others, but also it 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 gives you a lot of awareness of yourself. Um, so I know today, particularly, I'm running on zero energy, and I know that is going to affect like the outcomes of these drawings. I know it's going to slow me down, right? I'm not really awake right now. I'm awake, I'm conscious, I'm aware, but I'm not really here. Like if that makes any sense. I'm elsewhere. Right now I'm like pondering just going to bed. I'm thinking about getting this out of the way so that I can crash down for the night because I just I don't know, like I had this idea after work that I was going to be able to get up, do this live stream and do a bunch of other activities. But once I got home from work and I set up the live stream, I I started feeling like the whole started feeling like all my energy just started sapping out of me, and I started getting more and more fatigued. Like my body was saying, you know what, you're pretty tired now. You put in a good 14-hour day. You've been going at it since 7. Uh, it's time to kind of call it a day. And and I agree. I was like, it's time to call it a day, bro. And that's usually what it is like for me most of the times. I'm always putting in like these long days. And so near the end of the day, if I'm not able to, there's these days like today where I'm not able to really focus on these figures. Like I'm seeing them, but I'm not really seeing them because my mind is elsewhere. And when you're drawing, you always you kind of have to be present for them. You can't just be doing just drawing to draw. You have to be present for them. And if you're not there, the outcomes like today for me are not going to be too well. And that's fine. You know, I've kind of accepted there's going to be really successful days, usually days where I do these live streams a little earlier, not at the end of my basically third shift. Um, and then there's going to be days like today where I'm really doing a bad job. I'm just doing an awful job. I just can't really seem to focus. I'm kind of slowing down my motions here and so forth. I just can't seem to get any focus. And that's okay. I know. I think the phrase, the quote of the day is that's going to be okay. We'll live. Um, so far, these 45-second drawings do not feel much better than my 30-second drawings, and that's partially because um, my mental state right now. I'm not here. I'm not really in the zone. I'm seeing the figure here. I see some of the the marks I need to be making, but I'm not making them. Um, there is an actual physical delay occurring, like you ever like been so tired that when you try to you like it's like if you're at bat in a baseball game and someone throws a ball so quick and you swing, but you swing like seconds later because it's like so fast that your body can't react to that. That's what's happening right now for me is like I'm seeing the figure here, and before my mind can come up with a decision on where to place certain forms, I'm delayed by a few seconds. So like this is supposed to be the chest. the rib cage and the pelvis or part of that pelvis area and so forth. But after that, I just kind of just can't seem to get anywhere else. Maybe I'm gonna try. We're gonna try something a little bit different. We're gonna move. We're just gonna move the. We're gonna we're gonna do like a continuous line drawing here and see what happens. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out a way to kind of break free of this. Perhaps I won't get to that that drawing nirvana that I was seeking, that I thought I'd get to today. It just not in the bag for me. It's really, the fatigue levels are too high, and um, I guess want to maybe take an L for the day. And that's another thing. We're often so worried about like performing. Like, what if I embarrass myself? What if I make mistakes, you know? And we might have this like performance anxiety. And to an extent, like I agree with that. I can see how you could have performance anxiety, right? When you're drawing, you're worried about, oh, is this the right decision I'm making? And maybe it's not the right decision. The thing about drawing though is it's all about the fact that you're actually making a decision to make a mark on the surface of your drawing surface. It doesn't have to be a digital drawing. It could be a piece of paper. It could be, in the sand, I guess, if you want to do like sand drawings. It's just about the act of making the decision and then doing, making more decisions based upon more information that you're applying onto the drawing surface. So for me, my decisions are being, there's a definite lag. There's a definite lag. And it sucks. That sucks. It sucks that it's like that today. Um, yeah, it's kind of unfortunate that I'm. Well, this one started out to be a little okay. Let's see. It's unfortunate that it's gonna take basically the entire drawing session for me to um. Oh gosh, I can't even articulate what I'm trying to say. Um, this is bad. Let's just give this person neck and then draw the shoulders and get this arm here. All right. I'm going to try to focus a little bit on the last four drawings, but maybe I won't get much. I really don't think I'm going to get much out of it because I'm having a hard time processing information. Like I see what I see what's happening. I see these forms, but I'm just not able to make quick enough decisions for a 40-second drawing, you know? Just not able to make the lines I want in the time that I have allotted for me. Like this one's okay. But the other few have not been too good. Yep. All right, so let's do. I only have a few more to go, and that's it for the day. I purposely only wanted to do like 15 minutes worth of gesture drawings because I knew that I was running short on gas. I really did know that I'm like running on E. And I just wanted to do the live stream. I just wanted to ratchet up that 304th day just so I can say that I did it. I don't like to I didn't want to quit it after doing it for so long. And regardless of how I feel right now, you know, there's many days where I'm not feeling up to doing this. And this is one of those days. Don't get me wrong. This is one of those days. I'm about 2 steps away from just falling asleep. And my drawing's actually showing that. Like they've done some studies for this. Like they said that like being tired is like the equivalent of being inebriated. So like they would stress that you don't want to be tired when you drive because it's just as bad as being drunk. And like, this is the same thing. Like if you're trying to do drawing it's an activity that requires it requires a little bit of cognitive ability and mental capacity. You need something, you need to be thinking. And if you're not really in that thinking mode, you know, it's going to be tough. And today's one of those days. I'm one of those artists on these live streams that I don't really have the convenience of doing this at a time that works for me. Sometimes I'm able to get it, but oftentimes, like today, I have to do it at the end of the day after work, and that's not a good time, right? So this one's all right. So near the end, I've started getting a little bit better at what I was doing, but like I'm not gonna lie, these were kind of garbage. But 45 seconds, it's not a lot of time for me to really get anything in there. Um, when you have when you're more awake, yes. Today, not so much. I noticed like I was having a giant lag. So that's it for the day. It's day 304. One for the books. All I can say is when you do these, when you draw, you got to understand you're not always going to be producing gemstones every day, and this is one of those days. Sometimes you have to spend some time and what I was going to say is spend some time to kind of be more aware of what's happening and not be so upset if the outcomes don't match your expectations. And so that's what this is today. Um, I was just really slow. I could feel it. Like I could feel like if I was playing a video game, I'd be like the first person to be killed in like if I was playing like Halo right now or like Call of Duty or Destiny, I would be dead like every time because I was like I can't shoot the guy quick enough because my reflexes are that slow right now. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed today's live art stream. Tomorrow's going to be 1 minute gesture drawings. Um, oh hey, I totally missed you. I hope you're doing well. Hope you had a great holiday. Sorry I didn't respond. My screen was gone. But I hope you had a great holiday. Thank you so much. And I hope to see you again. All righty then. I just want to say cheers. Have a wonderful day. This is Pierson. Yeah. I'm so sorry. My screen was blocked. I've been with the way I'm doing this now is like I have all my windows are just covered up with just things, and I can't even see text. You have a good night as well. Thank you so much, everyone. Appreciate it. I appreciate you, and have a wonderful day.